Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I am glad you're here. And guys, I just wanted to share my Instagram with you in case you guys are over there. You can give me a follow. It's same channel or handle as here at jevans underscore knife addict underscore life. And I want to say a quick shout out and thank you to the channel members. Thank you all. And just welcome anybody who's new or you haven't had a chance yet. If you like EDC and knife content, please hit that subscribe button down below. It really helped the channel. So today I've got a very unique knife. Probably one of the most unique and interesting TwoSuns I've had in a very long time, maybe forever. This is the TwoSun TS500. Um, it's available now at White Mountain Knives. This is an anode version. At the time, they did not have the gray version when I got this, the gray titanium. But this knife comes in around 99 bucks or right around 110 if it's anode, and you can get it for 10% off if you use the code JUVON10, JUHVON 10 at checkout. It will save you 10%. But this knife is titanium with milling. You've got a nice titanium clip that works really well. Again, you got this micro milling around the side, and you've got this lanyard hole there for lanyard lovers. You've got a flipper deployment or a thumb flick deployment. I cannot get my finger in here for the middle finger flick. This knife for me has been a very pleasing regular flick. It is a Tanto that to me looks like kind of an angry droopy dog, that droopy dog from the cartoons. It's a D2 blade, but the fit and finish and construction of this is absolutely amazing. I mean, that's really all I can say, what TwoSun's done. You've got this back spacer here on the back where this front super sharp Tanto tip comes out. So you've actually got two cutting surfaces here. And let's get some coupon paper. So you've got this main blade, which is just a tall flat grind, short tall flat grind. And then you've got this front that's also a flat, but very, very slicey, very pokey. This corner is very, very slicey for opening packages and things like that. It is just an absolute slicer. But it is thicker blade stock, has nice jimping up here on the spine. So you've got this nice jimping. My hand fits, and you're kind of dictated to fit right in here. And I'll get you some dimensions on that here in just a little bit. But you could actually choke up. It's got a choil, really a sharpening choil. You can use it as a finger choil. You could use it as a pry bar. You could use it as a, just a hard use breacher. You could use it for just a lot of different things. It's just, like I say, an overbuilt, unique design from TwoSun. I saw it. It's not kind of my daily carry. It's not necessarily my jam, but I like it, and I think it's a cool knife. If I'd waited, I wish I'd waited and not got the anode version. I think it would look really good in gray tie and this micarta inlay, because the inlays are done real well. This on ceramic ball bearings, so it's got great drop. The flipper, you can't fail it. So the detent is just really tuned for that traditional flipper. Now you can get in there and thumb flick it if that's your jam. I'm not very good with thumb flicks, but you can thumb flick it. You've got this lock bar that's up here at the top, which I think is part of the problem why they couldn't relief this down a little bit more for that relief cut, or that relief reverse flick, that is. TwoSun TS500, by my estimation, that's a pretty recent release. I don't know what number TwoSun is on, but most of the ones I've got, I think the highest number I have is like TS300, something like that. So this is the TS500, really nice, cool knife. just kind of a what I love about what TwoSun was willing to do is they'll take risks on stuff. I mean, I I heard Jared talking, not, it was totally accurate that, he's gets TwoSuns are hit and miss now, where they used to be really great prices, and you could always count on them being quality. Now they're kind of, depending on what you get, they can be really really good, like I think this one is, and they can be really, really weak. Right now, I've not taken this one apart, broken it down. I've carried it for about a week. I will be putting it back in my pocket after this video is finished, because it does carry like a much smaller knife. I was surprised to see that it didn't have much relief cuts on the inside there, but I'm assuming since these Micarta inserts are there, that they're taking a lot of that milling out of the front end. Again, I haven't put a T8 in there, which all the hardware is, to go and see, how it all comes apart. But I'm sure it's just a couple of bearings, two slabs of titanium, one, two body screws, barrel screws, paper clip that looks like it's accessed from the inside. But guys, the action is just really enjoyable. You can push button it, or you can light switch it. Again, you can thumb flick it if that's your jam. It's really not my jam because I put pressure on it and it just doesn't come out right. And then I've tried every way, and I'm what I would consider a very good middle finger flicker, and I can't get the middle finger flick on this knife. I was kind of hoping I could when I ordered it, but not too disappointed that I can't, just because I find that the traditional flipper tab is so appealing. So let's do a couple of quick size comparisons and then measure this guy so you guys can get out of here, see how big it is compared to some other knives that might be in your collection. That's it next to the Cold Steel 4MAX. It's going to be smaller than the 4MAX, bigger than the Civivi Baby Banter. Benchmade Bug Out. Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So it's kind of right between the Bug Out and the Paramilitary 2 in length. Of course, it's going to be much taller, wider than the Bug Out. About the same width as the Para 2. And let's see what that comes out to. We'll have to get our Ben Peterson's NAFCO ruler. This blade is going to come in at 3.5 inches to the end there. The short side of the blade, or the cutting edge on the bottom, is 2 inches. And you've got 1 3/4 inches on the front. You've got a handle that's 4 and say roughly 4.5, 4.25. And then where I put my hand is this 3-inch area from here to here. But if you measure the whole handle, you're at 4.25. Let's look at the blade stock. .1505, and the handle thickness, thickest point is 0.6365. That front, 0.0200. .0275. Just an interesting knife, guys. Like, would I say that this is a knife that is the perfect EDC knife I would recommend to go out and get if you're looking for your one and only EDC knife? No, I don't think. I think they're much more practical EDC knives. I think this is more of a utility novelty knife. Like if you like bigger knives and you want to carry something that's a little bit ridiculous, which is part of the reason why we love knives, to have something out of the ordinary, something unique, a wicked Tanto, something that you can just hack on. It's not going to set you back a whole lot of dineros. This is a cool knife. I like it. I'm sure I'll keep it in my collection. And don't have any regrets about buying it. But again, in all fairness and all truth, if this was going to be my one and done only EDC knife, I could make it work, but there are better knives for that. But it's a really fun knife. Done really well with this kind of concealed frame lock, perfect centering. I flicked this thing probably few 500 times maybe, and it hadn't moved a bit, has not walked. Just a really well built tight knife by TwoSun, and that's the TS500. I will put a link in the description of where I got it, which is White Mountain Knives. I'll leave a link there to the anodized and to the regular titanium, because I think there's about $15 difference there. And then I'll remind you in the description, if you use Javon 10 or any of the other codes, you can save 10% off of that. And it's just a cool knife, and you can use Javon 10 on anything at whitemountainknives.com. So if you guys are shopping there, think about me when you check out, save yourself 10%. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate my channel members being so supportive. And I appreciate you guys looking out for the guy or girl to your left. Look out for the guy or girl to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.